Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. This is a new video from www.central-mosque.com and the Humble Heart YouTube channel. This primarily refers to Muslims living in United Kingdom. The topic of this presentation today is opting out of NHS patient data sharing. The deadline for those Muslims who live in the United Kingdom is 23rd of June 2021. From what I've seen, this is not widely advertised by government or your GP or the NHS, and I'll tell you in a moment why. So let's proceed what this is all about. So the National Health Service in Britain, or NHS, was founded on the principle of providing care. However, there are aspects of it which the government has been privatizing for a while. Now, one thing that they can make money on is the data of 55 up to 55 million patients. So when you go and visit your doctor or you get treated at the hospital for whatever reason, that data is valuable to companies so they can sell commodities, they can sell services. So if you live in other parts of the world, for example, America, where companies sell you specific products, they know who to target. So this data of 55 million patients is highly valuable. NHS or the present government is thinking about sharing this data with other third parties. The government is saying that that will help bring better care to the patients. That is true. However, there is, of course, a commercial aspect of it. So if you go to the doctor for whatever reason, if you have a particular disease or if you have pre-existing condition or anything else, that data is confidential to you. If the government starts sharing it with third parties, no matter how many safeguards you put in place, there is a danger to your privacy and confidentiality. This, in order for you to stop your data being sold to companies for commercial reasons, you need to opt out before 23rd of June 2021. Imagine you browsing on YouTube on the internet, and all of a sudden you begin to see ads which are very particular to the kind of YouTube videos that you watch. And that's exactly what is going to happen with your data. You need to stop it from being shared with third parties. So how do you do that? Point number one. This needs to be opted out at two different levels. So in United Kingdom, you have hospitals. So if Allah forbid, if you or your loved ones get admitted to a hospital, that comes under the NHS. And then you have your regular doctor that you go to for checkups, for your labs, etc., etc., etc. So this opt-out needs to happen at two separate places. One at the NHS, and the other is at the GP surgery. And they're trying to make it complicated instead of giving people one opt out for everything, but you just got to do your due diligence and make sure that you opt out of both places. So first we'll take a look at the NHS and where to opt out. The link is in the description of this video. So the link is www.nhs.uk/your NHS data matters, manage your choice. It's in the description of this video. You need to memorize it. You just need to click on it. It will open this page. And you need to be aged 13 or older. Click on Start Now. So you need to have your name, your date of birth, postcode, or NHS number in order to opt out. So make sure you have your full name, your date of birth, and your postcode or where you reside. Click Continue. So here you put in your name. So here you go. That's your name right there. And click Continue. Go ahead and punch in your date of birth, whatever it is, 1st of January 1955. Click Continue. If you have your NHS number, it definitely helps. Most people don't, so you can say yes if you know your NHS number, or say no, I don't know my NHS number, so I'm going to say no. So punch in your postcode, click Continue, and it should find your records. So it has found all my data, and it's absolutely accurate, so all I need to do is agree and submit. So it needs to verify your identity, and it does that by either sending you an email or sending you a text on your mobile phone. So I have selected for it to, because it is part of my NHS record, so I'm going to say send me a text on my phone. And there's the code that is sent on my phone. I'm going to click submit for it to complete the process. It's asking me to make your choice, and do I want to allow my confidential patient information to be used for research and planning? Absolutely no. I don't want to be anybody's guinea pig, so I'm going to say no. So they're making this as hard as they can for me to opt out and saying, okay, yeah, do you want to confirm it? Yes, I do. And finally, I said, I don't want to be shared, and it's opted out. So that is one aspect of it. I've now opted out of NHS sharing my hospital data. I'm still not done with my GP. Okay, sharing or stopping your GP from sharing your data is a manual process. You have no choice but to fill out a form. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. You can have a PDF or a Word document, but it works exactly the same way. So basically, it's standard text and saying I'm writing to refuse consent for my identifiable information and identifiable information of those who I'm responsible for. So what you need to do is cross this out. If you're filling it out for yourself, then cross this out. If it's for anybody else, cross out the appropriate section. Signature, date, all you need to do is put all your information in here. You need to print it, take it to your GP, submit it, and then you are now opted out of both the NHS and the doctor from sharing your information, which can be sold as a commodity for people to start selling you stuff, etc., and for your privacy and confidentiality to be breached. Please do this before the 23rd of June 2021.